Well, hello friends. I trust this video finds you well, albeit trying to navigate complicated times. And given the complexities and the changing nature of the pandemic and pandemic restrictions, I felt it'd be important to provide a short video explaining how things are playing out here at Varsity Bible Church and how you can continue to participate in community here. So first of all, Sunday mornings, we're going to be reducing our capacity to 30%, so about 70 people. And the way we're going to manage that is going back to online registration. So there's a link in this email, and there'll be a link on our website, on our homepage. And if you are going to come Sunday morning, we ask that you register ahead of time, and that'll help us gauge our numbers. Also, when you do come, we require you to wear a mask. And we will also be practicing physical distancing between household groups. So just be aware of that. We have elected at this time not to make proof of vaccination the criteria for attending in person. We had a long conversation about this as an advisory council, and we spent actually some time talking about the hospitality and the generosity of God and how God's invitation is wide, and He invites people of all kinds to come. And we want to do our best to encourage that posture and not make vaccines the criteria. But having said that, let me quickly add a personal note. So here I'm just speaking for myself, but I would encourage you strongly to consider getting vaccinated. If you haven't had a vaccine, reach out to a medical professional you know and you trust. And we have some in our own community you could talk to. But I would invite you to consider getting a vaccine. Now, in terms of community groups, you won't be able to meet indoors, so we're going to encourage you to either meet outside as a group or meet online. And if you do choose online, we have paid Zoom accounts that are available for your use. I would say get in touch with Jenna at the office, and she could set you up with one of our Zoom accounts so you don't get cut off after 40 minutes, all that stuff. So that's where we're landing for now. Now, as I said, I know that we're a divided culture right now, and some of those divisions are creeping in among Christians as well. We don't all agree on this stuff. So let me just say a few quick things, okay? First of all, we're trying really hard to abide by AHS guidelines, and I think everything we're doing here falls within the guidelines they've mandated, and we will continue to do so. Keep in mind that this is a fluid situation, so things are changing, sometimes quite rapidly, and if things change at Varsity, and they may well, we'll keep you posted as quickly and as best as we know how, so you can continue to participate in community. But maybe here's the thing I really want to leave you with, is that culture is pretty divided around some of this stuff, and some of these divisions are certainly creeping in among Christians, and it can be very polarizing. And so it seems to me that the distinction right now between church and culture isn't that culture is divided and the church is united. That's not the case. I think the distinction is, culture is divided, and at times Christians don't agree on this stuff, but there's an opportunity here for Christians to show how we handle disagreements differently. Hear what Paul says to the Colossian community on this very thing. He says, therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourself with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Bear with each other and forgive each other if you have any grievances against one another. Forgive as the Lord forgave you. And over all these virtues put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity. The invitation that Paul gives the Colossian church and echoes out to our church in our time is to clothe ourselves with compassion and kindness, to bear with one another, to be quick to forgive, to put on love. Friends, let us operate in these ways. Let us become a bit more like Jesus and be good news to a divided world. Be at peace. Be well.